streets of Brooklyn. We was rocking the same funky fresh rhymes with a comic book scene. Indie comic books. Our obsession grew from Marvel to DC. We knew what to do, we were the kings. Flipping through those pages, superheroes and villains. They were our saviors from Spider-Man to Watchmen. We had it all, comic book collectors standing tall. We're the comic book kings, rocking the hip-hop scene. Flipping through the pages, living our dreams. From indie comic books to the mainstream. We're the comic book kings, it's our reign.
Get your table set, rig your hoist, and bring that mammoth to the hall. Faster, faster, faster. We can't wait all night.
This joke's on you, Riddler.
When's a donkey spelled with one letter? When it's you.
A Trojan mammoth?
Get them, boys. Get them, or it's curtains. Back, Batman, back.
If this gas ignites, it'll blow you to kingdom come, you venal viper.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! It's done. It is here. Happy May Day, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Welcome, everyone. I'm Lorenzo. This is my Comic Sun Circumstances, and every Wednesday we do this wonderful thing called New Comic Book Day Livestream, or the Comic Book Kings, if you will, and I know you will. So every week this is brought to you by this one thing, which is the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Each one is unique.
Damn right. And slaved and just sweated over by yours truly. Yes. So, a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into those buttons, folks. So, man, so you wrapping the KU, as I can see
Rock Chalk
here.
Jayhawk, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, go KU.
Okay. You can tell somebody enjoyed their college days. That's awesome.
I didn't go to KU. I went to actually Emporia State University, which is often referred to as the Harvard of the Midwest.
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up? We got the Harvard. We got Janet in the house tonight, the lovely Miss Janet. Always a pleasure. The homie,
Always.
my man, Phil's Treehouse is here. Always a good time hanging out with him on Sundays for the Treehouse sort. Always enjoy that hangout.
Yeah, I missed this Sunday, man. I had to do work on the car and shit, but I used to hang out with him too.
Sir. How dare you? We have James Phelps in the hizzy. What's up, James? Thanks for joining us. The homie Wellbore. I can always count on Wellbore to already be in the chat that I just got to, and for him to warmly welcome me. So shout out to the homie Wellbore. Good to see you, my man. Who else we got in here? I think that's it. Yeah,
that's it. That's enough. That's plenty.
All right.
Oh,
that is more than as long as we got Janet, I think we're gonna be okay.
That's right. As long as I got Janet, we definitely okay.
As long as Janet's here, we're gonna be just fine.
Absolutely. And Phil, of course, you're wonderful as well. The ambassador who always brings tea and cookies to everybody. And Larry Love, who usually brings tea, if not cookies. Larry Love. Yes, sir. Bob. All right, look at that little skinny stack you got right there, man.
I was spreading the Tom King love for you the other day. I was talking to people about we were talking about Tom King, and I was pushing out that Love Everlasting for you. I saw Albert Loves. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, probably not, but there's Albert Loves Comics on Instagram. He's kind of a big channel, but he had a post about Love Everlasting that you probably would have liked. I might have sent it to you.
Oh, what's his name again? I'll look him up. Albert Loves Comics.
Albert Loves Comics. Yeah, I think he's based out of New York. He also does that thing that you do where you cut up comic books and you make stuff out of it.
Yeah, repurposing comics. Right.
He does that a lot. He makes a lot of notebooks and stuff out of comic book art, and it upsets people because he's destroying comics. I think it's cool though.
Jesus Christ! It's not like his Action One that he's tearing up. It's like a book that's probably got even if he was tearing up Action One, if it's his,
damn right, you ain't got nothing to say to him. But yeah,
damn right. So you can do whatever you want with these things. That's what it said, except reproduce them, which I don't do. As I say in my ad, I don't reproduce them at all. Don't sue me, please.
That'd be a nice, like, if you got a bunch of comics that are worth nothing, though. I mean, repurposing them that way can
absolutely, absolutely, man. I mean, those. I first started making those buttons and those magnets and pocket mirrors and stuff. They were just like flying. Man, I couldn't make them fast enough. It's kind of cooled off now. People are more into the enamel pens now. But that's like a fad because pens have been around for pens have been around for over a century. So I don't think that they'll go anywhere anytime soon.
Enjoy your little fad, kids. You'll be back.
You'll be back, and I'll be waiting. Oh yeah, I'll be waiting. You better believe it. So look here. I know. Quick sports side swipe. The draft. Let's just talk about how the Bears won it.
The Bears won it?
Did they win it? And how?
Chiefs did pretty well. If I do say so myself. But yeah. You can't argue that anybody beat the Bears. They set themselves up going forward. The question now is Caleb the man or not? Is he the guy or not?
That's the big
question. I'm kind of rooting for him. Did you see that post I sent you where he started the thing with the claw?
The bear claw, yeah.
All this time. 100 years of the Chicago Bears and nobody's ever come up with this. He stole that from the Baylor Bears, though, right? That's a Baylor Bears thing.
It's sports stuff is always stolen. Like the dog pound was stolen from the '85 Bears who called themselves the Junkyard Dogs. So people borrow stuff here and there, which Arsenio stole it and turned it into his own thing. So, Lions can take the Bears.
The USA team, the United States soccer team, I feel like stole I believe that we will win. I believe that I feel like they stole that from us. Sporting KC, that was our chant. But to be fair, we stole that chant from other people, so we were definitely not the first. So, yeah, definitely chants being stolen.
If it's out there, if it's out there, it's to be stolen. It should be borrowed, appropriated.
I believe that we will win. Do you know what chant I'm talking about?
No.
Wow, you never watch USA Soccer? Come on.
I'm sorry, Phil. I don't watch soccer. I'm sorry. I could get into it if I had somebody to explain it to me and that kind of thing, because I can get into any sport except maybe golf. But I can get into almost any sport just by watching it. Hockey, all that stuff. I was a Fairweather Blackhawks fan when they had their little dynasty. So I'm sure I can do it. And yes, you're right, Phil. The Bears will probably lose to but they did almost beat them last year too with Justin. So we'll see about that, sir. I'm sorry. Finish your thought there.
No, I was going to say the Chiefs getting DK would have been nice, but I'm cool with where we are right now.
DK Metcalf?
Yeah, that he said in the chat that the Chiefs had interest in DK Metcalf. But I'm cool with Xavier Worthy. I think he's going to give us that over-the-top push that we need. If we can keep Rashee Rice out of jail and keep him around, that would also be great.
That's a problem.
But Phil says it. Kansas City current #1 team in the National Women's Soccer League right now.
Well, all right then.
Kicking ass. Owner Patrick Mahomes is just really bringing things together with this franchise. And soccer capital. I mean, some might say we're the soccer capital of at least the United States. I don't think that you can take that from us.
No. Man, kudos to you guys, man. So DK Metcalf is on the trading block. Is that what I'm hearing, or is he a free agent?
You'd have to ask James. I hadn't heard that.
Oh man,
at
DK
all.
Metcalf is a beast. If the Seahawks lost him, that'd be a shame. That's probably their best receiver.
I don't know where he is on his contract or not.
Yeah, I mean he's the shiznizzle. Yeah, so yeah, I would love to get that. But hey, they got that number 9. I'm glad they picked a Doomsday too. A Doomsday was the right pick. I would have gotten cute and gotten the tight end guy, but Doomsday was definitely the right way to go.
You couldn't draft. You'd have to draft down to get him. He got drafted too high as it is. I feel like. Actually.
I think he might have. And he got some flaws I had not heard about.
He's going to be great. It's hard to get. It's hard to get that value out of a tight end position at that high of a draft pick. I trust me, guys. I know this. I've run many Madden franchises. Okay, I'm an expert at this.
I know. You played GM many a time. Many a time.
Many a time. Salary cap troubles have been there, done that.
What's up, Peter? How are you, sir? Good to see
Peter
you.
Regatta. What's up?
That's right. So, other than that, Bears win the lottery, win the draft. They already won the lottery. Have you watched X-Men 97 yet?
I watched up to episode 5, but I've been stacking it since that episode. And the only reason I watched episode 5 because everybody was losing their mind, and so I was like, all right, let me watch this before.
Yeah, you had to.
Let me watch this so I don't have to leave every single YouTube chat because they're talking about it. Because that's how it was. I'm gonna binge the last few though.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I think we may have finished. If 7 is the last one, then we've seen them all.
I don't think it's the overall last one, is it?
I mean, maybe for this series or this whatever. This round of X-Men 97, they usually go not an odd number, so they'll probably.
I think I feel like there's 9.
Oh, 9, that's an odd number.
I might be making that up, honestly.
Yeah, I try to stay at
it looks
top
like
of.
I was right. Look at that, I was right. It is 9 episodes.
Is it 9? Okay. Yeah, if I don't stay on top of them, I'm going to get spoiled by somebody. Comic Tom or somebody's going to spoil them.
Yeah, it's very good because people are, especially when people get excited about it. Like episode 5, people are losing their mind. So, which is what you want, right? I mean, that's what you want. You want to feel the sense of urgency to where, like, all right, I got to watch this. You want the hype to do that, and so it was real cool to see that after episode 5, everybody just really excited to see comic book products being good again, and it was good again. And the main key that I feel like made things good was, number 1, character development. Obviously, you don't have to develop too much, but character development, and then pulling from interesting things in the comic book canon and doing them your own way, so that we say, oh, this happened in Uncanny X-Men, whatever, but it didn't happen exactly this way. So we know what you're calling back to, but you're still doing your own thing with X-Men 97 all over so far. So, and the key thing is, and this is something that Game of Thrones established in the very first episode, which is that no one is safe. Even the most main character isn't safe. And that makes the stakes so high and that's what episode 5 did. So, I'm loving it, excited about it. Hopefully they can translate this to the movies.
Yeah. I do love all things X-Men on the screen. Even though I don't read the books that much, but I do love to watch them in the cartoons or in the MCU or whatever they call that Sonyverse, that they're in. And this last episode had a Captain America cameo. I like that,
No, don't spoil it. I've been hearing about it.
I won't say anything. Yeah.
I did know he makes an appearance. He made an appearance in the first, back in 97 too. He was in it. So I'm looking forward to that. As many people as you can bring in, I love, and we'll talk about it, but the Vengeance of Moon Knight that just came out, it's calling back to West Coast Adventures again, which is, I love it. So yeah, I read a lot of books already today. I don't know if you've had a chance to read anything. I'm assuming you did get your books though.
I did get them. And new comic book day. I always say that. Free comic book day is coming up this Saturday.
This
Saturday. It's the 4th. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So gotta go back downtown to get those free comic books too. Because
I'm excited about it. Beckerman and I think JP Collects. JP's Budget Collecting is going to meet up at Pop Culture Comics 9 a.m. on Saturday. So I'm gonna be ready to go and spend a bunch of money, because thankfully I get paid on Friday, go to the comic shop, spend it all the next day. It's gonna work out perfect.
Friday night, Just got paid. Yeah, what was that song? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jumping.
Yeah, you know it. You know it, man. So yeah, the X-Men is all that and a bag of chips. So man, I was on Roscoe. I was on there, but I was like watching between the lines, and I was just surprised that there's so many people on there can draw so well. And
Yeah.
there's so many I never even thought about, man. The guest, the guy who was on there was good, and I had no. I mean, of course, Roscoe was great. I've seen his stuff. He was working on a cover while it was going on, and I got the prompt. I don't know if I misunderstood the subject or the prompt, however it goes, but I just man, I think I misunderstood because I heard the guy, somebody said it's about bees. I was caught in the Scotty show, and he said it was gonna be about bees, and I just okay, I'm gonna draw a bee. So I just started drawing this cartoon bee, and I was not happy with it. I was kind of all right because I was trying to finish it. So I never finished a drawing before the show. I was like, I'm gonna finish this one. Damn it, I don't care how good it is. So I finished it, but I didn't like it. But I submitted it anyway. And everybody else's drawing was just like fucking phenomenal. I was just like, and everybody was great, but like Phil-tastic. I guess I should have known if I was on Instagram more. Phil-tastic shit. He found a way to incorporate the subject bee into a painterly drawing of Two-Face. Man, you got to see that. That shit. I mean, that was just so. I mean, it was fire. He did it in Procreate too. I'm gonna be on there. I think I want to say the 20 something. I think I okayed it with Roscoe, and I want to say this Tuesday. It's a Monday, so it's 20 or 21st this month. So looking forward to that, and got big shoes to fill because there've been some big, including David Nakayama has been on there. So man, I just
Trish Forstner's been on there.
Trish Forstner. Trish Forstner's folks. Yeah, she's been on Scotty's show. Yeah, and you guys getting some guests, man.
She's been awesome. On Scotty's show twice, actually.
Two times. Yes, and I was going to say, speaking of Scotty's show, I forget what I was going to segue that into. Oh yeah, guests on Scotty's show and on Roscoe's. Today we have no guests. You guys are just stuck with us. We're stuck with us for the whole time.
I was enjoying that. That was actually, I was enjoying that. Because it's always a complete surprise to me who we're talking to. So I was enjoying the weekly surprise. Right, who is it this week, man? So
yeah, it's got to line some more up. That's all. I mean, if you're out, if you're listening, if you're on the stream right now, if you're watching on the replay, hit me on Instagram if you're a creator and you want to come on and talk about your stuff. If you got a Kickstarter or not a GoFundMe, Indiegogo going for your project, hit me up on Instagram. We'll work something out. We'll get you on there. No problem. We'd love to have you guys on. And speaking of people who have stuff coming out, I know this guy. Not this guy, but this guy. Brian LCS has got some stuff coming out. And you could and you're more than welcome, sir, to come on when you get your Kickstarter on, and you can talk about the Doctor. Russ Huggins. Ross Huggins. I can speak. Ross Huggins, my man. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Yo. But yeah, so if you're out there, just hit me on Instagram and we can work it out. Finally made it back. Hey man, we've been missing you. Glad you can make it back.
Naman, my homie.
And Naman. Oh, Naman. How are you, sir?
Another one of those great between the lines artists.
Absolutely. Yes, he's another one. They get these people on here, man. They're just CJ, Comic Journey. Comic Journey can draw, man. He can draw his ass off. He's a good artist, man. So the community is full of people that can draw. That's amazing. And I am humble to be invited to be among them. So I look forward to being on there.
Link is in the chat for a Geek Out with Roscoe, and like magic, he appears.
He's the man himself. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Hey. We talked you up. Oh man, just talking about your awesome show and your awesome artwork and the people who contribute to it. That's a great thing you're doing over there. All right, so man, what else we got on the agenda? I guess that's pretty much covers it, right? Let's get to no guess. You're stuck with us, so I might as well show you what comics I picked up this week. And here they are.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait a minute. The curfew sure not rain tonight. What's up, my brother from another mother? And there he is himself. So glad to see you, my friend. Willie, where are you, my friend? Oh my God. This thing is not working right again.
No, it's too linear.
It is too linear. If it wasn't so freaking linear, I'd be able to find it faster.
Don't do it, man. Not with that money.
Not with that money.
Please.
Willie, good to see you, Willie.
Oh man. Thank you. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, my friend. Yes, I'm never sure what to send you because you are so on top of it. This man is more man. Yeah. If I could afford to pay you as a consultant, I would because you know way more about stuff than I do, man. I would absolutely have you digging up stuff for me. But what about this one right here? You know, but Willie knows about stuff, man. I got one in the What's Good. I don't know if you have any What's Good or not, but I got a couple one that he sent me and a couple from a few weeks ago in the What's Good section. So stick around for that, folks. The What's Good. And the reviews are going to be fire.
Man, the freaking Celtics are winning by 32 points.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Heat. Closeout game in the first round. The Heat are cooked.
The Heat are cooked.
Yes. Boston's up 3-1, so this will be it.
So I guess my boy Jimmy Buckets is going home again. Oh well,
yeah, he's been hurt the whole series.
Has he? Played. Oh, that's probably the problem right there. Yeah,
that's definitely the problem.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets he must be really hurt too. That man plays hard. He plays really. What's up, D'Artagnan, my friend? Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
And shout out to Brian. He's got an update coming for the CBC Awards here in a couple of days on his channel, giving us an update. Nominations opening up in in 1 month, I think, a month and a half. So. Guys, I'm going to be pushing it again. We definitely got to get Lorenzo back on the stage with those reviewers. So,
but you know what, man? I appreciate all that. But
be ready to support Lorenzo.
Come on,
Don't
man.
listen to what he's talking to. We're going to be ready to ride for hours, guys. So be ready. I'll be ready to push.
There's some more deserving people out there who would deserve it more. All right. So, yes. What was I going to talk about here? We were talking about reviews. No, not quite yet. Reviews, but
what up, 80s guy? I need Luka to get less than 10 rebounds, please. That's what I'm shooting for.
Luka Doncic. Yeah.
I actually like that. He might have over 33. Maybe I should tell that.
Is Luka still with Dallas?
With the Mavs, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, first thing I have here is the Hulk number 12. Couple issues behind on the Hulk. I hope this issue is going to be back to the way it was when it first started. It was off to a really good start. Nick Klein's back, so yeah. Let's got this killer cover here. So hopefully the other interior art guy was okay, and the story was kind of like a filler. You know, not a good filler like the Batman had a few issues ago, but they had like a really good Joker story filler. That was not really interesting filler for me, but hopefully this is back now, and it's the way it was, the way we were.
I'm telling it, 80s guy, I'm with you.
All right, Luka, 3 points.
Luka.
My name is Luka. All right, we just get ready for it. Gird your loins. It's here. Blood Hunt has arrived. There will be no prisoners taken. I got the Michael Christopher. Was this the Christopher? What's the hell is this guy's name again?
John Tyler.
Thank you. The John Tyler Christopher variant with Blade. I used to really love these a lot. Now they become pretty commonplace, but some of them are still pretty good. This one's okay. I just picked this one because I didn't want to get an A cover, so I got this one. And it's yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not allowed to grid. What the hell? Oh, yeah, 80s guy. Yeah, I tell you, I mean, I was just sitting there, and I said, I'll take that one. Yes, as opposed to the basic cover. I've got one of those red bands coming too, so I want to compare this issue to the red band and see if it really is more bloody. We'll find out.
It is.
Oh, you read it?
Is.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, it's a voice of experience talking. All right, next is
honestly though. I'll just say real quick, I saw the difference in the shots like between the red band version and the normal version, and the red band version is a lot bloodier and gory. But I felt like the style of the regular version might have been better on the final panel when the surprise hits, which I don't want to spoil.
Thank you. Barrett, Pirate,
you
Viking Queen.
did it.
Barrett, Pirate, Viking Queen. Barrett, Pirate, Viking Queen. I had to. It was last week's penultimate book. Of course, Barrett, Pirate, Viking Queen. Barrett, Pirate, Viking Queen. All right, so this is another image joint from Sean Lewis. It looks amazing on the inside, with this watercolor art and the line work around it. That's pretty dope. So hopefully it's a good read too.
I'll be looking for your review on that one. I'm curious.
Yeah, that's what that barrel. They're moving too fast for me. Hey, Pop, what's up, Katie? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? That's what Winnie Williams would say.
Hey,
all right. I keep missing that comment. It's moving too fast for me. Could have swore that bear cover was a Sienkiewicz. Oh, it does look very Sienkiewicz-y. Now that you mention it, Phil. That's even a word I just coined. All right.
It is. It is definitely a word.
You're welcome. All right. What's the furthest place from here? It's back. I know you're glad it's back. I'm glad it's back.
I've already read
underrated books.
Yeah.
You've already read it, man. You're all over it, man.
I had to go back and read 17 just to try and get a clue where the hell I was.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So long. Yeah.
It's been a minute. So, yeah, there's sometimes you lose track of, because they'll change focus on different characters, and you're like, I haven't seen this character in 4 or 5 months. You have to, figure out where the hell they fit into the story. Looks pretty bleak on the cover here, but great story.
I'm definitely gonna go back and read it all again at some point. Guaranteed, I'm going to.
Me too. No, Phil, it just takes breaks, kind of like another book that's good right now. House of Slaughter does. SIKTC takes breaks. So I think they're coming. I think it's ongoing. I don't think they have in mind a number of issues, but yeah. So
Janet is addicted to Korean dramas, huh?
Korean
pop culture is really making a mark.
She fessed up. Oh my God, she loves them so much. Yeah. K-pop. She got your mom booked to it. I guess there's something to it. I mean, man, it's a strong following. They got it going on over there, man. They got it going on over there. And here is a really beat up, it's like water damaged. They sold it to me for $2. They said it's a special embossed cover.
Your wife just made a new best friend. It's over.
Oh, good. Well, good. They're two nice young ladies, so they should be talking about things. Anyone read Space? Oh, hold that thought. Hold that thought, my friend. We will get to that. I have not read it yet, but it looks like it might be good. The cover looks great, but it's dynamite, so I'm not quite sure. But I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, this has got it's like $2. This is like a $9 book. I guess it came in damaged from Diamond, so the shop gave it to me for $2. Let me have it for $2. So I got a reader copy of Turtles number 150, which is the final issue. And final issues are usually hard to find, but that was all beat up, so nobody gives a damn. And this one they gave to me for free. They gave it to me for free. Barbaric number 1. This is what? Born in Blood, because they said Vault sent a bunch of books. I guess this particular book to be given away with the free comic book day stuff, and they could have sold them, but they decided to give them away to their customers. And I was lucky. I was one of them that was lucky enough to get one. And Vault, I don't see how they're doing this, because they gave away some other book or just sold it for like 50 cents. So
Yeah,
man,
this book is 99 cents on Tfall right now.
yeah,
My shop didn't have these, and I'm wondering if it's because he's going to drop them on Saturday.
maybe, maybe.
I forgot to ask.
Yeah, so I guess if you paid more than 99 cents for this, you should be mad because these are meant to be given away.
Congratulations, you played
Yes.
yourself.
Oh my God! Not only that, man. It's just like you've been swindled.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Have mercy.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Landed on us. Listen to Brother Malcolm tell that shit. All right. So don't pay more than $1 for that issue.
Yeah, man. That's an all-time line right there, man.
Oh my God. That is perfect. That's what you should have won the damn Academy Award for. Not that, Training Day shit. Training Day was okay. And the ending sucked for me. I hate the ending of Training Day.
It definitely wasn't as great as people made it out to be.
No, I mean, if I'm going to spoil it, I know everybody's seen it anyway, but he should have gotten away with everything in Training Day like real cops do. Okay, not all of a sudden like, oh well, this one rookie cop turned him in.
Won.
Yes, I'm going to turn him in and be no repercussions on me because I'm a rookie cop on the way up. Bullshit.
Do we really want cynicism in our movies?
Yes. I want realism in my movies. I want realism, not cynicism. If it's true, tell it to me.
Didn't it play to our better angels though?
Look at you, getting all righteous and shit.
No, I mean I'm serious. Like shouldn't because I've been thinking about this. Like we all want like real and authentic, but sometimes real and authentic pushes away from like good. Like. Not good in terms of entertainment, but just like the greater good. It pulls away from like, so we could show despair and
Truth,
give up
justice, the American way.
Give me Captain America, damn it.
I love Captain America, but Captain America, unlike Superman, is kind of a Boy Scout, but Cap will side with the rebels if he thinks that they're right. So that's what I like about Cap. Like with the Civil War thing.
He's down for the people.
Yeah, Superman's all right too, but he's the Boy Scout. He's just he's a guy that appears in books with Batman, in my opinion. But he's still a great character. Hey, the original superhero, the OG superhero. So no disrespect, but he's the OG superhero.
Wow.
Minor threats. Moving right along here. Don't hate me, Superman fans. This is I guess the fastest way down. This is these D-list superheroes. Yeah, this is something I've always liked. Phil, not Phil. Got Phil on the brains here. Patton Oswalt, co-writer on this one. So this is awesome. All right. And this is something I got last week. They held for me last week. Well, let me say this about that. One more realistic video game that I played in Search and See as you die off. 2 shots of no one can. Yeah, okay. Well, video games, and
real life sucks. I don't want that in my video games. I want fantasy.
Yeah, but everybody would have left the theater like, oh no, the cops are dirty and they won. They can leave the theater thing like, yay, a clean cop beat a dirty cop.
Have you seen Get Out?
Get Out?
Yeah.
Oh, the movie. Oh yeah.
They changed that ending, right?
They did.
The ending you see in the movie is not the original ending. In the original ending, he gets fucked the way you expect him to get fucked at the end.
Ah, okay. So
and they chose not to go that way because of cynicism. It was just way too cynical, man. And I didn't want to see that at the end.
Have you seen the Blair Witch Project? No, they get fucked in the end too, and that was a very popular movie. So it could go either way. I mean, it depends on what your audience wants. I mean, I'm not saying it should always be a terrible ending, a realistic ending, but sometimes I think it would fit the story better. And I thought that story would fit better if it looked like he was going to get caught and then he got away. You know, like, ha, you didn't get me, you motherfuckers, you know. So one of those things, so I respect it. I said, until today, I've lost Naaman. I respect the remember until today when he dissed my Superman. I remember the day well. It was May 1st, 2024. Oh, it was a dark and cloudy day. I remember him saying that crazy shit on the live stream.
Martha.
No disrespect. No disrespect. As I always say. Debbie does got yes, literally.
In the beginning, in the middle, and the end.
Yes.
I've actually never seen that movie. I should watch that movie just so I can say I've seen it.
Oh my God, you gotta find it because it's like 100 years old, and it's like, you know.
I wonder if I could jerk off to it. I wonder if it still works.
Wonder what works.
I'll report back, guys.
You do that. All right, from Get Out was it the Crazy Twisted Perfection? I haven't seen Perfection. Yeah. All right, so last week they held this for me. This is the thank you variant for SIKTC that was still going for like maybe $20-$30 online. Got it for 10. And so
is there a trade version of that?
Trade version of.
I think I got that one from.
I'm not sure. There might be. But this is for sure the thank you version, as we say in Houston. We say thank you. Yes, me too. I just y'all just going to town about the K-pop stuff, man. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I mean, the K-drama stuff, you know, we had to twist it. You know, the dramas are a whole different deal. And to your question earlier, I have not read this. I don't know if you even bought this. You probably didn't buy it, did you, Surcam? Is Space Ghost #1. It's not the first Space Ghost book, but hopefully it's a better Space Ghost. And I hope Dynamite is not just buying Space Ghost so they can keep the property and just put out a shitty book every couple of years and just hang on to the thing like they do with the Green Hornet. I was so let down by the last Green Hornet series they made. I had to make a review. I don't normally review stuff that I don't like, but I had to do that one because I hated it so much. Hated it absolutely so much. I very well may. I'm not sure. I'm in a very musical mood for some reason. I don't know why. And the last thing here is something called Freaky. And it's apparently only $5. It's big as hell. Apparently by the folks who did Mad Magazine, who work on Mad Magazine. And let me see this thing here. Let's take a quick look inside of Freaky. So many y'all might not know what the hell I'm talking about. Freaky Deaky. It's oh God, look at the back. This is so Mad Magazine on the back cover. It's probably like a fold-in, I'll bet you, or something like that, you know. It's in the same format. I've never heard anything about it. I didn't see it in the previews. Don't know anything about this. One more interior. Oh, I don't know how much it is as far as a satire magazine versus just a funny book. I don't know who the contributors are, but I will find out and I will report back to you, just like you said. So there's that. Oh yeah, one more thing. I don't know if y'all got this. The ones who picked up the ones who picked up the Blood Hunt series. I'm not sure if y'all got this little gem, which is a set of vampire teeth.
Oh, I forgot mine at the shop.
And a card. These are going for $1 million online now.
Are they really?
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I don't know. Only the first 10 people. Maybe my shop only had 10. Maybe they only gave like one for how many books you order or something. But and it has a card. I got the I was going to get the Blade card, but I got the Hunter's Moon card. You can see it in there. There's the new Moon Knight, Hunter's Moon. So if I had a Chihuahua, my chihuahua could put this in his mouth and use it as fake teeth.
I was gonna give it to my kids, but I forgot it.
Did you? Well, love the weird. Me too, man. The weird is good. Not greed, but the weird. So that's it. Is that all I got? That's all I got. That's all I got as far as stuff to go. So we can actually do what's good now. If you want, you got anything for what's good?
Do I have anything? No, I'm gonna save it for next week.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. All right then. Well, that's okay. I'll do it. And now, what's good? That's just an awesome transition there. I love it so much. All right, where are we? All right, so I guess I'll just make myself bigger for a second, and we'll do this. First one I want to shout out is Willie. Willie Survive sent me this. Michael Mouse. Man, this is the craziest shit. It's Willie approved. This is like, if you're a fan of Disney, I mean, and I'm on you. You think Superman got disrespected now? If you're a fan of Disney, you may be left like in a pile in the fetal position, just calling for your mommy if you were to read this book. This thing here is Michael Mouse, David Duck, Goonie, quote unquote, and Donna Duck, which is David's wife. And Pluto was in there too. And this is just a thing written and drawn by this guy. What is his name? Mitch Lohmeyer, and he's got a place on Instagram called Housey Cult, HOUSEYCULT on Instagram, and he talks about how this started as just like a few pages, and then just like just blossomed into this whole this is like a $12 book, man, and it looks kind of like
real nice though.
It does.
I saw one at my shop. I didn't get it though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's beautiful. I mean, it's got kind of that little golden book edge on the corner here. I'm sure that was not cheap to reproduce in a book, and it's just like, oh my God, it's David.
It's definitely your wheelhouse. Definitely.
Is that wrong? I mean, am I a bad guy? You know,
of course not. Of course not.
Am I a bad guy that I love this stuff? But it's just like Mickey Mouse. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't want to get sued. And on the cover, he says, "Don't tell Walt," right there in the corner. Michael Mouse is like this degenerate, and David Duck is married to his wife Donna, and they're just trying to raise their kids and put David's like past life behind him. You know, it's like, you know, you did some things in the past, David. You know, but that damn Michael Mouse is calling you up again, isn't he? He's got your number, and he's talking. He's like one of these manipulative people who just pulls you back in when you got out of that lifestyle, and he talks to David about doing this job, this heist, and he's going to do it. Of course, they want David to be just the wheel man, right? Because Mickey can't just take the fall by himself. And his buddy Goonie, which is the goofy character, is like, he's got a smack addiction, and he's like tying off and shooting up like right before the job and everything. Oh my God, it would just like offend so many people so many different ways. That's why I haven't finished it yet, because it's a pretty substantial book. But man, there's a lot there to absorb. And I appreciate you, Willie, for my comic book brother, for knowing what kind of stuff that maybe I would get into. And you're hit on the head, my friend. This is. I'm gonna see how it ends, though. I'm sure it has a horrible, tragic ending, but it could be a happy ending. Like Training Day.
Yeah.
Let's all be happy. Yay! All right. So the next one is Bloodrick. This has been out for a minute. This has been out, yeah, Bobby D, for real. Um, and there's a lovely spine too, dear. So yeah, that's a nice touch. I know you love gold too, the color gold. Bloodrick. This is the second printing. This is by this gentleman Andrew Cranky. I want to say Cranky. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. And he talks a lot of real shit in here about stuff that we go through. And by we, I mean artists. He talks about how Bloodrick began way back in like the early 2000s. And he drew this character. He thought, hey, that looks cool, like a barbarian. Yeah, I'll call it Bloodrick. Awesome. And he just kind of like sat on it for like 10 years, man. 10 years he worked on perfecting it and reimagining it. He even put out an ash can to herald the first issue, which he imagined coming out soon, but it didn't come out for years and years because he just got froze up. He was looking at the blank page. The blank page is no joke. So many of us look at the blank page and it's like it's our enemy. And he just got caught up in that, man. It's all up here, man. I mean, it's people who draw know what I'm talking about. I mean, I admire people like Roscoe and Nauman, man, who can just like get it out there. But some of us, get in our heads and we get stuck, and it's never good enough. And maybe I should do that even. But he had an epiphany at some point, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to put it out. I'm just going to let it flow," and it started to flow better. And this is a book that resulted from him just saying "fuck it," and that's what made me really appreciate this book a lot more. It's kind of just a barbarian wandering in the wilderness, but it's more to it than just that, man. This is a man like coming to grips, with his demons, the things that are stopping him from drawing, and this is, I think this was the second printing, so it was a very popular thing. But basically the barbarian is like wandering through the wilderness and he's like starving and all kinds of shit's going through his mind, and the narrative takes him to all kinds of different places. I got to pick up the second issue now. I've had this for a while and I just read it. So sometimes I have stuff and months and I'll just get around to reading it because sometimes stuff just just get pushed behind. Man, amen, brother. Yes, that's what you got to say. You just got to say, and yeah, and that's why I like Bloodrick, and those of us who draw and try to draw and that kind of thing, man, you'll enjoy it, and you definitely can relate to his story on that first page. So that's another one of my what's good. And the last thing.
Interesting. The art looked interesting on the cover.
Yeah, I was this close to buying the first printing when I was in the store, but someone else was a budget crunch and I didn't get it, so I was able to get the second printing. Space cards.
What up, Space Case?
Space case cards. Space case cards. Yeah. So the last thing is this is something that we both pull. I think you may still be a little bit behind on it.
There's a good chance.
Tell me about it. HOS, the sister book to SIKTC. So,
yeah, I need to go back and start at 15 and start over.
Yeah,
that's what I need to do with that book.
Yeah, we're up to 22 now, so got a ways to go, but it can be done. It's not a super hard read. And the good thing about this, man, is now I think I was talking about it last week about how they're all coming after Jace Boucher, the House of Boucher, or La Maison de Boucher, if you will. And they've joined forces with the House of Slaughter. So they got two factions now of the Order of St. George that are both looking for Jace and for our girl, what is her name again? Erica, thank you. God, how did I forget Erica's name?
So she's a part of that book too, a little bit, because she hasn't been a part of that book at all.
She's not. She's been mentioned in it. She's not in it, but they talk about we got two problems, and one of them is Boucher, and the other one is Erica. So, but the good thing about this is where there's such tension between the two houses in this book, and the old dragon is dying. That's a big thing. So that's
Succession.
Yeah, so
somebody need to watch that. Succession.
Yeah, that's on the list too. So the old dragon is dying. Something's got to be done with him, and neither house trusts the other. It's
They shouldn't.
I know they are. You know, even though they're technically doing a thing that's good, they're not really good people because they don't really care about their children so much as, I guess, the control of the monsters, or because you get to talking to them, and it's like, you know, why are we doing this?
Children are the micro for them, and they're fighting the macro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, so there's a lot going on in both these books, and I think that you know, it's worth looking at.
What up, Beckerman? Looking forward to seeing you Saturday, homie.
I need to switch you over real quick because I need to do this this thing here again real quick. So
hello,
hang
my
on a second.
baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Anytime I hear that song, I always think about that frog from the cartoon, where this dude finds a frog and starts singing that for him. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make so much money. I got this singing frog." And then he tries to show it to other people, and the frog will not do it for other people. He'll only do it for him. That would be such torture. Those old cartoons, those old Looney Tune cartoons, they were so good. They're eminently rewatchable, even to this day. My favorite ones were those ones where they predict the future. Like they go through and they have all these cartoon homes, but they're like try and put futuristic gadgets in there. Those are some of the best ones, man. Those old cartoons are so good. They're so good. They hold up.
They do hold up. They do hold up, man. I
Not
mean,
a lot holds up, but I swear to you, those cartoons hold up.
They absolutely do. They absolutely do. We shout out Beckerman. What's up, Beckerman?
Yes, we did. And
Mr.
Bobby,
B?
yes. Beckerman,
And Bobby.
Beckerman, we definitely need to hit up Clint's Comics, Beckerman, for shizzle.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, those old cartoons were awesome. Some of them had a little bit of racism in them. You know, you know Tom and Jerry, you know, with the maid, the Aunt Jemima maid, you know, with the she jump up on the chair, you know, the switchblade and dice would fall out of her pants and stuff. You know?
Yeah,
you know, it's a different time, but hey,
That's
everything, the animation holds up. The animation, yes,
and
a lot of stuff does hold up.
Racist, but definitely
No,
some of
not at all. Not at all. Like not all of anything from back in the day. But you know, so yeah, that's the deal, Pickles. All right, so I'll be done with the what's good. I guess nothing's left but to do the reviews. So
time for me to relax.
Oh yes, go ahead and relax, my friend. This might take a while. All right, here we go. Nothing on my sleeve. Presto. All right. Extra shiny, no prize. You know what that's from. Here we go. All right. So, the first book in our review today. Oh, I gotta mention some stuff people sent me too, but I'll do that later on. Won't forget about that. Can't forget about that.
It's like we're in the club, no?
It's a little loud.
There we go.
All right. So the first book we're going to talk about is it's Dudley Datson, which one hell of a name, Dudley Datson and the Forever Machine. And that is written by Scott Schneider and drawn by Jamal Eagley. And those two gentlemen are also the creators of this book. This came out either last week or a couple of weeks ago. Dudley Datson and the Forever Machine is about this kid who lives in New York City with his uncle. And they began to talk about how all the great inventors have had pets. And Dudley has no pet, but he will soon. You know, he was found right here in front of all his, living that nightmare we all live, in front of everyone we know in our underwear. But we'll get to that later. So he's psyching himself up for his presentation of his new invention. He goes to this fancy pants high school where he's creating stuff and inventing stuff. And he's got this really cool, like, milfy kind of teacher who is like his mentor. And the teacher has this dog who doesn't like Dudley that much. But the teacher loves him and, you know, she looks out for Dudley and the dog. So she's helping Dudley get his invention created, which is like this machine It's built into a suit, and this suit makes you be able to change your outfit and become invisible. But meanwhile, there are like forces working against Dudley, and not against Dudley in particular, but against his teacher, and he's about to run to them real quick. So then Dudley goes to do his presentation. He's in his underwear in front of everybody. He's embarrassed to all hell. Goes home and talks to his dad, who is like really kind of sick, like Aunt May sick. You know, she's like, he is always like, oh, I don't feel so good, Dudley. So he goes back to school to collect his invention, and he runs into these thugs who have killed his teacher. And he discovers that the dog can talk. Oh my God, the dog is talking. Not only that, the dog is pretty much, a pretty badass too. So once the dog and him bury the hatchet, the dog tells him that, hey, there's some shit going on. I've been around for many, many, many years. And I am what's the name of the guy that's named Vulcan in Greek mythology, except he's called a different name in Roman mythology. I think Hephaestus, I think what he is pronounced it. Anyway, he's that guy from Greek mythology. And he's been around for all these years, and he's had many apprentices, and Dudley's teacher was just one of them. So now he tells Dudley, I don't know if you had it, son. That's why I was giving you such shit, because I'm not sure. I was leaning on you because I think you can be better at what you're doing. And now he takes him to this place where there's like all these inventors, and he says, well, Dudley, we gotta save this thing that these people are after. And there was a hooded figure that you saw earlier. So this whole thing happens where Dudley's initiated, trial by fire, and some wild shit happens at the end. But in the long run, not a bad book. I mean, this, I think, was either a crowdfunded on Kickstarter or somewhere else. And this is a collection of that series, I think in maybe 3 or 4 issues by Dark Horse, which they're doing a lot now of these days. Not bad. I mean, another Scott Snyder joint. Eglay's got some input into it too. But yeah, I think the first giant-sized issue gets you all caught up on what the story is. And if you're looking for an all-ages kind of a book, this is not quite it, but it's almost it, because there's a few like curse words in there that may offend some folks, but it's pretty lighthearted, and except for the occasional teachers getting murdered and stuff like that, it's a pretty good book. So Deadly Datsun and the Forever Machine, #1. #2 should be out pretty soon.
What up to Sledheads who just snuck in late? And Bobby De La Ghetto says that you had him at The Dog Can Talk.
That's what I'm talking about. So the next book is going to be, if I can dig it out here. Oh, here it is. The Principles of Necromancy. And this is written by Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. The artist is Eamon Winkle, is the illustrator. So this is a book I kind of took a flyer on. I wasn't too, sometimes it's on the Magma. Magma is the imprint that it's on. I never heard of Magma, but I just take a chance because sometimes these books are good, sometimes not so much. But this was not bad. So, necromancy, as you might know, is romancing, not necessarily romancing, but bringing back and toying with the dead and almost like Frankensteinian kind of a thing. Just in case you don't know. So there's this guy who's greeting the necromancer. The necromancer has come into his kingdom just to help heal the boss, and the boss is all fucked up. He's got bandages on, everything. The necromancer spends a night with him. Dude's straight. Hey, look, I feel great. Let me go attack our enemies now. So they go commence to attacking their enemies. They set up the perimeter around the encampment, and they charge their enemies, and they just get their asses handed to them. The head guy is beheaded, literally, and got to start over again. That's back to square one. So back to the necromancer. The necromancer, no big deal. All right, let's put you guys back together again. You'll be just fine. So, all right, let's do it. They go back for another try. Not so good. Come back for the one more try. The necromancer is like, all right, I'm going to hook you up. But whatever you do, don't look inside the tent while I'm doing it. So, of course, dude has to look inside the tent, right? Don't tell somebody don't do that, man. I have to do it now. And he sees all the shit that's going on with it, and he's like thinking back about his lost love and all this stuff. So he's just at the end of his rope. So at this point, he's ready to do anything. And the necromancer and the what happens after that, man, I don't want to show it, but man, if you're into bloody comics, if you're into stuff that is just like gory but super well drawn, I mean, Eamon Winkle is a great artist. This is a really, really well drawn book, and it's gory, but not super scary, but I say more gory than it is scary. And it's a pretty well done story too. So I would also recommend this one, The Principles of Necromancy. If you can find it somewhere on this kind of obscure imprint that I'm not really familiar with, Magma. So, yeah. Necromancy?
I always love the Necromancer class in RPG games.
Oh.
Great class.
It's a class, huh? Have to sign up for that one.
Yeah.
All right, final book. Final book this week is one that we both have read. This one is Minion from our friends over at Critical Entertainment. And it is written by Mr. Christopher Rea and also Mason Mendoza, and art by Leandro Rizzo. This first issue is a first of 4, and it's called Right Place, Wrong Time. And Necromancer, I'm stuck on that last book. Minion takes place like a little more than 100 years in the future. And in this future, there's these gangs of, I guess, criminals that run around, and they're like sidekicks. And they look kind of like mimes a little bit, almost like deadly mimes, but they're like mimes that can fight like ninjas. So they're pretty, you may laugh at them, but they'll definitely kick your ass or cut your head off. So they look like they're about to pull a heist. And what they're, I guess, looking for is not just money to keep the war going, but they're also looking for some kind of tools to build this weapon to overthrow whoever's in charge of the world now, or whatever. It doesn't really explain it. Oh, and in the future also, money will also be kept in those little bags that have the dollar sign on them, like in the cartoons. So they have those bags like that. And also, money will also no longer be paper. It will be like these little chips and shit. And when they pull this job, they get like nothing from the job, and the woman has like 1 chip for his hard work. But he also managed to steal this pocket watch out of the one of the security boxes, or what they call those boxes at the bank, those lock boxes there. But he doesn't tell his superiors about it. So dude just goes for a ride. I think his name is Joe. He goes for a ride through scenic New York, which has been rebuilt from the old New York. And he meets his people at the bar, and it's like, he has a drink. He's kind of like following through his life, and it's kind of like a scenic thing where they go through the whole thing. He stops by Kmart, pick up some food for his dog. It's very, the second half of the book is very like, follow the guy around kind of a thing. And he gets home where reality sets in, and the landlord is like sitting watching bad reality television. He says, "Give me my damn rent. I'm on my rent yesterday. If not, your ass is on the streets." So what are you gonna do? Hey, the job didn't turn out, man. So he goes in and talks to his dog, and that's pretty much the end of the book. And I also read the second issue, which was sent to me also by Critical Entertainment. So I was able to catch a little bit more. And to be a 4-issue book, it's going to have to really catch up, explain a lot more in the last 2 issues, I think. Because a lot is left for us to just decipher on our own in this book. The art is brilliant, as always. All these books from Critical Entertainment always have great art in them. The story is pretty good too. And I love the dress, man. The minions remind me totally of like, the henchmen from the Batman series, like totally pimped out and turned bad. So I like that about them. So yeah, this is actually available through Diamond now, and you can find this maybe in some of your stores if you ask your stores to pick one up for you, to order one for you. So it's available on, I think, maybe My Comic Shop, but definitely places that carry Diamond comics. So yeah, Minion number 1 and number 2 is also out. So,
I also thought the art in that book was really interesting. I like the style on it. Yeah, you understood that first issue a lot more than I did, and so I need to go back and read it because you gave me a lot of context that I didn't actually have there. So I need to, because I have number 2 as well. So I need to go back and read these things again.
Yes,
with fresh eyes.
Yes, and I meant to mention that when I was doing the books that I got this week. Minion number 2, which looks fantastic, and I read it already because I caught up on it. It's a great cover on there, and
art is cool. Yeah.
Oh my God, awesome art! And also, I was sent this little doohickey here from our buddy Jack at Staple Spine. The latest edition of Staple Spine, number 24, which has some interviews with comic book folks in there. You know, it's usually heavy on the horror, and sometimes you do like reviews, not reviews, but like interviews with people who are in the comics industry who are creating horror content. But he's got some stuff in here. He says the new number 1, the new number 24 here. A couple of funny book interviews in here, so I'm looking forward to reading that. But one of the good things about this, shout out to Staple Spine, staplespine.com. You can also go to X-Ray FM and listen to Stapled Sounds, where DJ Jack Rudo is also spinning the hits that folks like me love. But one thing about Staple Spine and Staple Sounds, which is his radio persona, he's recording his weekly show in a haunted studio. He talks about haunted Studio A all the time on the broadcast, and I think maybe X-Ray FM doesn't want him to say it because he always says not haunted Studio A. But and last week he brought in a ghost hunter, and this ghost hunter said, yes, I do detect that there are a couple of entities in this area, in this building, and there are a couple of former employees, I think they said that they were, and that's just one of.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you. Listen to me now, hear me later.
Dude.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean that's you know shit. Hey, people that's experienced that shit, you can't tell them otherwise. Okay, I mean,
I respect it. Yeah.
Believe what you want to believe, but shit's real. Yeah, talk. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's all I got as far as those particular things go. Hey, Mojo, how you doing? Watch my Dodgers and smoke a cigar. Oh, the Dodgers. He's a Dodger fan. That's awesome. That is awesome. Dodgers. You picked yourself a good.
Okay. It'd be a lot cooler if you were a Royals fan, but it's okay. We'll deal with it.
Yeah. You respect your loyalty, to whoever your team is. I'm the Cub fan. Been that way for many, many years. Believe me.
Poor bastard.
Took a lot of ridicule for that. So
no, I got mixed up. I thought you were more of a White Sox fan. I got you mixed up.
Oh no! Bite your tongue. No. I'll go to this White Sox game just because White Sox, they have a history of, like, even back to the old Negro Leagues. They used to host the Negro League World Series and All-Star games and all that stuff. But this current owner of the White Sox, he's just like this octagon. What do they call the octogenarian?
Okay, octagon. Are we going UFC?
Yes, and he likes to fight too. But he hired Tony La Russa, and he ruined the team right after COVID. And they had a team that but he'd been able to contend, and he brought in a manager that was like way past his prime. And he ruined the team. And then when he fucked the team up, he kicked Tony La Russa upstairs, fired everybody else. And now the team is all in disarray, and he's demanding a new stadium from the city. So yeah, screw that guy. As long as he's the owner, I don't want to even watch. I just hate watch Sox games now. I just watch it like, lose. No new stadium for you. All right, so I get to share. Oh, I didn't share the love.
Chiefs, both the Chiefs and the Royals are going through a new stadium thing. And they haven't made out a deal yet with Jackson County, Missouri. So we'll see how it shakes out. But there's a chance that the Kansas City teams could actually move to Kansas, which would be crazy because they would be going to Legends, which is right up 435 from my house. Like they would be right by my house if they moved to Legends. It'd be crazy.
Where are they now?
They're in Raytown, which is just east of Kansas City, Missouri, at the Truman Sports Complex. So both Arrowhead and Kauffman Stadium are right next to each other as it's set up now, and it's been that way since the 70s, late 70s. So, but they're wanting to get new stadiums. Both of the teams are, and the Royals want to move downtown. But there was a ballot measure recently that failed because they were trying to charge the taxpayers for the new stadium, and the taxpayers was like, "Nah, we good."
Hell yeah!
So they've got to come back with another proposal if they're going to stay in Jackson County, Missouri. But there's other places that are vying for these teams, including Kansas City, Kansas, which is, like I said, just north of me. And they have teams like Sporting KC, and so they've got stuff that Legends over there by my house. It's a great area, and I would love to have one of those teams over there, but we'll see how it shakes out. I would be shocked if they actually left Missouri. I'd be surprised.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, wow. That's a lot. It's funny how billionaires always want to spend other people's money and make the taxpayer, the poor folks pay for that shit, you know?
I think there's something addicting about finding an avenue of making money easy. I think it's just addicting. You just want to keep doing it. There must be something very addicting about it.
There absolutely is. It's more so in making it than in I mean, it's the process of making it. That's like a high for them, kind of like maybe, I don't know, a sexual kind of a thing. I'm not sure, but
it's something I don't understand for sure.
And they love it. I mean, it's like hoarding. It's a term that
when you get to $1 billion, it's like, bro, what do we do? I mean, more power to you. I'm just saying, bro, $1 billion. What are we doing here? What are you going to do with all of that?
And then they always lie like, oh, it's for my children. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's for you. You love the game.
I'm sure a lot of it's for their children. I'm sure
their children and their grandchildren can live many, many times over with $1 billion, man. That's just bullshit.
Their children, your children's children, and so on and so forth.
They are straight. Once you get to the 10th or 12th billion, what are you doing? Now you might as well just help humanity. Why don't you help humanity and solve this problem that we have on this planet that we live on? No, me.
They say it all the time. And I think it's true that the average Joe like us, we don't really understand how much $1 billion is. We don't really understand. Like, we know it's a lot of money, but like in practicality, and we can't fathom it without actually seeing it. Because I'll tell you, I worked for an air ambulance company, and it was my first time really being around rich people, like people who flew places just on the whim for fun, you know, just really rich people. And I never knew how poor I was until I worked for those. I was like, damn, this is what being really rich is. But a billionaire would put those people to shame. The people that I'm talking about, a billionaire would put them to shame, and they're the ones that show you what it's like to be rich. So I don't think we understand how much $1 billion is, man. It's insane.
It's crazy amount. It's a crazy amount. And when you start talking about, I don't have enough, and you get like, 10 billion, then you're just a sick person. There's a term that Tom Hartman, this guy I listen to, who's one of the few left-based like pundits. He calls it the morbidly rich.
What do you mean? There's tons of left-based pundits. What do you mean by that?
Well, not necessarily pundit, but news source. I mean, I'm not talking about CNN.
There's
CNN.
I wouldn't necessarily call CNN left, although they probably lean left.
Dude,
MSNBC is firmly left.
MSNBC is owned by what? GE, which is used to be owned by GE. Now it's owned by the people who own CVS, which is a very hardcore Christian organization. They're not that they put on the pretense they got Rachel Maddow, but then they fire this other guy I forget his name. Thank you. Yeah, they fired him because he dared challenge some guy and from Israel about the thing being an unfair war. So how dare you? So
yeah, that is one thing that I'm like, not interested in jumping into that culture war. Like the argument about, Jews in Palestine and all that. It's like there's no middle ground. There's no let's look at this rationally and try and be fair human beings. It's none of that is allowed. It's like what Janet said, but you pick one side or the other and you can't play the middle. It's not allowed.
Yeah.
The middle is all I know. Like understanding why both sides feel the way that they feel. Like I think about this, like when you have these intractable things, like the abortion debate, or really any debate, there are truths that both sides have, and we always speak our truth while deflating the other side's truth. Like on every debate, there's a reason why. And I just wish that we would spend time and respect each other's truths. The reasons why. Why are these people concerned about the border? There's real reasons why they're concerned about the border. We can respect that and address that. Why are people worried about Palestine? There's real reasons why people are worried about Palestine. We can respect that and address that. I just wish it was more like that.
Yeah. I switched browsers to alleviate the problem we were having with the static. So I'm in Firefox now. But now Firefox won't let me share my screen. Fucking Firefox is just being all big brothery.
It's not up to Firefox, right? You just hit present and then share screen, right?
You would think. But every time I hit present, it says it won't let me do it. It says your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access. Then reload the page. Which page? Click the screen icon.
There's probably a button on your address bar. I think that's what it said, where you can click allow pop-up or something like that.
It's not even giving me that message. Show editor. Okay.
Uh-oh. Are we not doing new comic book? I think I could probably share a new comic book day here.
What the hell, man? This is really crazy. Yeah, I mean, I checked everything beforehand. I was like, that'll be fine. Fucking Firefox being so motherly. Okay, look, if I don't want to share it, just let me share it, okay? Just let me fucking share it. Just let me do my thing, man. Let me do my thing. All right, I'm almost there. I think I can get it now. Maybe, hopefully. God damn it. It keeps doing it. It keeps doing it. It keeps doing it. All right, well, not now. I don't know where it wants me to click. You have granted this website additional permissions. Yes, I have. All right, verified by Cloudflare.
You might have to refresh the whole thing.
Refresh which whole thing? Be more specific.
Your whole connection to StreamYard. Refresh it.
How you do that?
Hit the arrow that's in a circle next to the home button. Usually, if there's an arrow with a circle, it's an arrow that's pointing into it.
If I do that, it's going to like.
Yeah, you have to disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, but if you change that blocking setting, I think you would have to refresh the page. So you'd leave, but you'd come right back. Or you could do as Bobby said, unplug it and plug it back in. That's my go-to. I work in IT. That's my. Have you tried?
Yeah, you're the kind of person who would work in the IT department. You ever seen that show, the IT department? It's a British show.
Someone else talked about, or maybe it was you. But yeah, I do need to watch that.
Yeah, I mean that's their whole thing. Show editor.
Janet, I do this all day. I promise you, I do this all day. All the time people will tell me, yeah, I rebooted it, and I'll go and look and like, no, you did not reboot it, you dirty liar. At least 3 times a day someone tells me they rebooted the computer when they did.
It keeps just going like
But Janet was saying that MSNBC is corporate left, which is exactly. They are left, but they're definitely corporate left.
That's a good way to put it.
I don't really watch news like that anymore, but I do still watch Morning Joe. And all the time they come with super corporate messages. Like there's always corporate messages every morning with them. You just know, you know what they are. At least you hope you do. Like when they come in there selling books that they're also publishing, it's just like a machine that they're doing. It's like, I don't care about this dude's book. Why are we talking to him?
Well, because somebody at the top loves that guy.
Yeah.
Now it says the screen icon in your address bar. There's no screen icon. There's like a shield, there's a lock, and there's a star. What the hell is a screen icon in my address bar? I don't understand that.
I don't use Firefox. Sorry.
Well, this is StreamYard telling me this. Click on this. Click on the stream. Click on the screen icon in your address bar to allow access. Then reload the page. The screen icon in my address bar.
And then reload the page. You have to reload the page. I think you did
that. Before I reload the page, I gotta find the fucking screen icon in my address bar. I get to reload the page.
I thought you already did that part. My bad.
No, I gotta find where's the screen icon? Where's the fucking screen icon? Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar. This is the StreamYard talking. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access.
What up to Kevin, Entropy and Comics in the hizzy. Thanks for coming through. And yeah, C-SPAN is a great way to watch the debates without all the extra BS.
This is like a fucking riddle, like from the goddamn Riddler. Click on this screen icon. Where's the screen icon, Riddler? God damn it, I can't find it. You son of a bitch, you crafty devil, you crafty devil. The blow to kingdom come. Oh, fuck. All right. Screen icon. Nothing like a screen icon. There's a fucking extensions icon. There's a menu. There's a star. Oh. All right. Well, here goes nothing. Yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello,
this is great television.
Gal.
This is great. I tell you, there's always some way they can fuck you. They always find different ways to fuck you. 5/8, yeah.
I love The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. Such a cool little ditty. Well, he was from Joplin, Missouri. I didn't think I knew that. Oh, no, his name is Joplin. Duh. He's from Sedalia, Missouri. I didn't know he was from Missouri. When did he die?
Scott Joplin.
1917. So,
God, man, he's been dead over 100 years. He's been dead for a long. What did it say? What's that last thing that said? Address bar. Okay. I got address bar or menu bar.
Address bar is where you type in the .com address, right?
Yes, and that's where the fucking screen icon should be, where there is none. I love when they give you instructions like, and there's no fucking there's no answer to your question. They give you the answer, but they don't give you the answer to your question. Well, we may have to just say, fuck it. There is no preview for next week.
How about you try rejoining with Chrome?
Oh, then we get static. Would you rather have static or no or no review whatsoever, or no thing whatsoever, no preview whatsoever?
I vote for static.
Yeah, fuck static, man. Static is horrible. I mean, it literally blocks out what you say, and it's like it makes a horrible replay. It's like and then I would still have to restart the whole thing anyway, right?
Oh, we got Janet to the rescue. Here we go.
Where are you?
Here we go. Thank you.
Permissions icon. All right. Hang on. To enable screen sharing on your Firefox browser, click on the permissions icon next to a URL bar. All right. The permissions icon next to your URL. The permissions icon. What does that circle look like? Does it say permissions here? I don't know. Permissions? Pocket?
I think the cat's trying to help.
Let's see. Permissions. Next to your. Is this permissions? Let's see. New private window, passwords. Oh, that's just a menu bar. They'll make this thing easy at all. Let's see. Okay.
I need the Mavericks -3 tonight, 80s guy.
Oh, this guy.
What if you go into Firefox and settings?
That's what I was thinking. Preferences. No, I was just in that. Extensions. There's permissions. Nope. Anything that says permissions. Where am I? I'm right here. All right, so the permissions thing in your menu bar. Add-ons.
Did you find it?
No, I did not. Go back to where you were. I think that was
right there.
Yeah, click on the permissions icon next to your.
The Sting is a great movie, Bobby. I love that movie with Robert Redford. That's a really good movie.
This is like another riddle. I can't even figure it out. The permissions icon next to your menu bar. This is just a refresh. That's a back button. Where's the permissions?
Yeah, Newman was the other guy. What's his first? Randy Newman. Yeah.
Target.
Yeah, that was a great movie. I love that movie. That's a movie that holds up. You know, you can watch that movie now and it's still good. I watched that movie in the summer of 2008. I remember exactly when I watched it.
You got like 50 tabs open too. Okay.
That little fucking thing right there.
Oh yeah, not Randy. Duh, Paul.
Yeah,
I'm an idiot.
Do you have it?
See that?
Paul Newman.
Yeah,
Where did I
right
get
there
Randy
next to
from?
Oh Jesus, Joseph Mary and all the fucking stinks.
I don't
There
know
we
where
go.
I got that.
Okay,
from.
now what I have to do? Okay. What does it say? Okay, go back to where it said what you do when you find the permission.
Paul Newman was that celeb where I really never
Use the camera,
knew
use a microphone.
who he was or why he was a celeb. I remember he
So
had
allowed.
that, like, tea or
Everything's
something, right?
allowed. Cross-site cookies. Wow. Okay.
Bring
Screen
you the
icon.
drop,
Okay.
brother.
Click the screen icon. Where's the screen icon? See where it says you can. Where's the screen
You
icon?
got a friend in
Firefox.
me.
What do you mean?
You got
The
that
screen
is who I
icon.
was thinking of.
That's
Yeah, I
something you're looking
forgot. Yeah.
Google where's the screen icon?
Oh,
Located
Toy Story.
in Firefox.
Short people. I'm not familiar with that one. What is that one?
Where is my Firefox icon gone? Where's my Firefox menu bar? Where's my underdog gone?
Oh, it's a song. A song by Randy
Where's the
Newman.
screen
I know
icon
this
in
one.
Firefox menu bar? In the menu bar. Say the menu bar. In the Firefox menu bar.
1977, 2 years before I was born, that song came out.
Where is the Firefox menu icon? Which one is the screen?
Right
Yeah, grab this
the
website.
area of the tab bar.
So what's going on, chat? What else is going on with you
This is
guys?
insane.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, jeez. This is crazy. Wow. You know,
Cool Hand Luke. That was a movie on my list that I wanted to go back and watch, and I don't think I ever
God,
did. I
this
don't
is
remember
crazy.
watching it. So I need to
saw
get back.
one
and-
problem and another one pops up.
I went on a kick where I just wanted to watch old movies, like especially pop culture movies that were always referenced, like Casablanca, which
Not just
I
Firefox.
went and watched
It's
Casablanca and absolutely
StreamYard.
loved Casablanca. That
Click the
movie is
screen
so
icon
fun,
in
so
your address
good.
bar to allow
I love everything
access.
about that movie. I love Humphrey Bogart.
That is the key right there. Unless it's just bad intel, it's just like steering me down the wrong road.
The
So if you go
Maltese
back
Falcon. I think we
to
talked
the-
about this actually, but the
This
Maltese
What
Falcon
if you go back there?
was
use
another great
camera, use
movie.
microphone, cross
The
site cookies,
Sidney
learn more.
Greenstreet
Allowed. Everything's
and
allowed.
Peter Lorre.
I can learn
Yeah,
more,
I
but there's nothing
watched.
there.
I do need to watch
Screen
that.
icon. There's a connection
Because Peter
security.
Lorre,
Clear cookies
Peter
on
Lorre
site.
was awesome, man.
I should probably mute my
I got obsessed with him, read his Wikipedia, and looked up all his stuff. His first movie was this weird German movie. I think it was German, and I remember trying to watch it. I didn't really watch it, but I tried to watch it because Peter Lorre was in it. Oh, they finally muted. Nice. Okay, now we can have a real conversation, fellas. What else do we want to talk about while they try and figure this out? The thing is, I bet if I was sitting there, I could figure it out immediately. I guarantee you, but I have no idea without being able to see. So what else is going? Anybody? Do we want to guess the penultimate book? What it would have been for next week? It's always a number one, so that always helps in allowing us to narrow it down. So we've got the Boy Wonder number one from DC, but it's very unlikely that a DC book gets it. We got Energon Universe Special 2024 number one. That's a possibility, but I doubt it. Dracula Blood Hunt, another one. I doubt it. Blood Hunters number one, doubtful. Giant Size X-Men number one. What is that? Ain't No Grave number one. That could easily be the winner. That's the new book from Scotty Young and Jorge Corona. They worked together on The Me You Love in the Dark, which was a great book. So that book that's got a strong. Actually, I'm picking Ain't No Grave as the penultimate book. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the penultimate book. But let me know, anybody else in the chat, if you've got any other guesses. Which free comic am I looking for, Bobby? You already know that there's only one free comic book day book that I want, and I'm obsessed over it. I want every single copy I can get, which is the James Tynion New Comic Book Day book. It has a bunch of his characters on the cover, the characters from The Woods and from SIKTC and Wind, all on it, and it's like I have got to have that book. So it's got Erica on there. So that's really the only free comic book day book I care about. But like I 20 copies of it care about it. I want as many copies of it as I can possibly get, and I'm not joking either. If it were possible for me to get 20 copies, I would get them. Are you back?
I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I switched browsers, so we'll see now.
It's crazy. It is the static is back though. That's crazy that it's
Yeah, I fucking hate, and I fucking hate being such a punk browser that doesn't even allow me to share a screen on a fucking live stream. Okay, it's what it is. All right. New.
Oh man, it's so much. Yeah, I can't believe it's the browser. It was you were perfect in here, but I found let's see, share screen is blocked by Firefox. Yeah, it's saying the same thing that you just kept reading over and over.
Okay, here we go. All right, almost there. Shit. Oh, put my headphones on again.
Hey, welcome back.
A day late and many dollars short. All right, so
Shout out to all the homies who are still here with us, who made it through.
oh my God,
We appreciate you.
I
Thank you for your patience.
okay. Well, let's make this really quick because we wasted like way too much time fucking around with that thing in the first place. All right, so quick breeze through. If you can still hear me because of the static.
You're cutting in and out, but I hear most of it.
Yeah, well, it is, man. You're looking to get what you got. Wolverine. What the hell else? Deadpool.
Geiger.
About any of that shit. Geiger is coming out. You're gonna get that probably for sure. I know I'm gonna get it. You're probably gonna get it too. The Deviant number 5 is
pumped for that one. Hey, what up, Sincere? Thanks for coming through, hanging out. Working through a little technical difficulties here. The Deviant, I'm pumped about this one, though. I love this book.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great book. I know you're down on World Tree, but I caught up on World Tree recently. And
yeah, I need to catch up. I'm way behind. I'm way behind.
It is really good, man. I mean, good too. It's building some shit that man, it's multi-layered and it's because it could really be real, you know.
I don't dislike World Tree. It's just like it doesn't have me excited about it doesn't have me like, what does it mean? Like that's how I feel.
What's up, brother?
Sincere, what's up?
Sincere, yeah. So all right, so that's only probably one cover because that's all you need. There's another one that doesn't look so hot though. Move to the next one. Next. What else? Flashes is good, and of course, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, the finale of that series.
I can't wait to read the trade for that book. It sounds awesome.
It is. The last issue was, man, it has you almost rooting for a serial killer, which is kind of because there's like an even worse serial killer in this. Like, wow, which one of these people do you win? You know, it's a or a conundrum, if you will. So
that's life, baby.
Sacrificer, good too. That's ongoing. I want to say. I don't think that's going to be a series. What else? The One Hand. I'm a little behind on that, but it is a really good series. Look at all these. I mean, all these Blood Hunt crossovers like Dracula, Blood Hunt. Literally called Blood Hunters. Are you serious? Get me to buy something. Blood Hunters. Strange Academy Blood Hunt. God damn it! They're gonna give me that one. Sub to Strange Academy. Damn it! They're gonna pull that out of my. I don't want anything. The main thing. Marvel is just it's totally shameless. Like, this is a total money grab.
I'm only gonna do the main. I'm only doing the main Blood Hunt story, and then the books I'm already following. I'm not picking up anything outside of that.
Likewise, yeah, do that. All right. We're gonna be all that. Kneel Before Zod. No. Christopher Chaos is still going on. This one ain't no grade. Scotty Young and Jorge.
I was wrong. Yeah. I thought this was the penultimate for sure.
Yeah. Not this time, but good guess. This is I see a preview of this somewhere. Maybe I did. The art looks really good. It was in consideration for the penultimate, but it didn't make the cut. only one extra cover. Yeah, these are two creators. If you the me, what is it called again? The me you know in the dark.
The Me You Love in the Dark. Yeah.
Me You in the dark. You know, that was a really good series, and this is that same team. But it's the whole, you know, so it's a Western comic book. Not the end of the world, but it's, you know, my favorite things is a Western comic book. You know, so for that reason, I'm out. But I'm not out. I'm going to buy the book, but it's going to be the penultimate book. See what else you got here. The Last Mermaid. I got to read number 2 of that one. But let's see what goes on with that. So, you know, I'm just not going to be fucking around anymore. But thanks for everybody who stuck around with the live stream. I know we probably lost everybody. I don't blame you. But so I'm just going to go ahead.
Like Wilbur said, we're like Gen X. We have attention spans. So shout out to the homies.
I appreciate those who do, man. And next time I'll try to plan for things that go wrong as opposed to like having things surprise me. But it's time for the penultimate book, so let's do that.
I knew it. This was the second one. Dang it.
And now, yes, right. And if you if you are still here, then this is your penultimate book. And this week, that book is called, wait for it, Crocodile Black. Now, luckily, I did make a thank you, Boom, for making a trailer, so I did not have to. And here's the trailer for Crocodile Black.
Oh, yeah. What up,
That
Rudy?
looks pretty good. Man, you missed all the shit show, Rue. Lucky you. You got it just in time for the penultimate book. Awesome. Good to see you, my friend. So let's check out this penultimate book that we've discovered here.
PKJ.
Crocodile Black. PK indeed. What makes someone turn to crime, especially in a modern pandemic riddle studio? A seemingly mundane young man lost in escapism with a spiraling lack of control over his life, witnessing something during a delivery job that will change him forever, turning things as dark as the black crocodile he can't take his eyes off of. This criminal thriller from Eisner Award winner Philip Kennedy Johnson and rising star Samantha Bell, the morally gray turns to cold blood murder. A lot I like about this. This is like a guy, ordinary guy, you know, just shit just went south for him, you know, and the things that he does, I guess. And this is a Christian Ward variant. It's 1 for 25. They're only going to do like a one cover and a 1 for 25, 1 in 25, I should say. Boom Studios. So damn, Boom Studios, respect.
Yeah, for shizzle. Tomorrow, Boom is probably my
It's on the list.
favorite.
It's definitely on the list.
Favorite publisher.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
definitely high on the list. So
Image is definitely number one.
that is your penultimate book for this evening. So, all right, the final look here. If I can find the last book, Rebel Moon. I already read number 1 of that. It's not complex. Man, that's a lot to take in. People number 3. I read number 1 and I have number 2. Haven't read it yet. What else? Little Black Book. That's good. About this guy, gangsters. And second printings, number 3, 7 Years Darkness, year 2, hopefully this week. Oh my God. Bit of gasoline. I know they're not going to be out next week. I finally got it. So, Sky Point for Let It Gasoline. You and I would never read that book, at least not in this incarnation that we had. What else? Morning Star number 2. I did a review of that last week. X-Men 97. I think that printing coming out. But the last book I want to take a look at, right down here, online here. I can find it. I have forgotten what it was. Here it is. Right here. It's White Boat number 1. This is another thing from Distillery. Another $9 book. Yep, I know. It's a lot of money for a book. But I think this might be what's that about, you might ask? Well, let me tell you.
That's a crazy cover.
Yeah. From the acclaimed team behind Detective Comics and The Night of the Ghoul. That's a great book, too, by the way. Night of the Ghoul. Comes to horror classic. The mega, the super rich floating islands where your every desire be fulfilled. And getting invited on board one should be a dream come true. It is until the crew travel to a remote island where cults have lived for millennia, working on something called the Human Project. Does the White Boat rise or sink you in hell on earth? White Boat reunites Scott, a writer who redefined dread witches. That's another good book. And introduced Batman into a terrifying surreal era with modern noir master Francesco Francavilla for knuckle descent into Lovecraftian madness. Now, who the fuck about that, huh? It's a lot of right. There's an A cover. This is actually Ryan Stegman's cover here. This is the F cover that we're looking at. That might be the best one. I think I may have pre-ordered that one. I think I did. I want to say I did. Yeah, all the rest of them are pretty Raphael Albuquerque.
I don't know if I need another horror book on my list. I like Scott Snyder and Francavilla, so I'll think about it.
Yeah, well, the golden age of horror. So, yeah, I'm sure there was an era before now where it was just good, but right now, this is the one right here. So, man, this is it.
We're in it.
We're in it right now. Wow. So that was an experience. That was the lights.
Though.
My lights too. My lights went out. Damn, I didn't pay the light bill. Man, they are talking with me left and right. Man, that's just crazy.
Falling apart.
All falling apart. Either you take static or you take like not being able to share this. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, folks? All right. Thanks for everybody who came by and stuck around for a little bit. And his shoes. Yes, that's the thing. That Crocodile Black. I think it has to do with this guy actually kills this guy and takes his shoes. That's a good one. That's a good notice in there. It's dark. It is dark in here. It is like super fucking not just me at all. Things are rough in the Northwest. Seriously. Oh my God. Things are just getting super duper crazy around here, man. Just like either you sacrifice one thing and you get another thing. But thanks to everyone who came by, and I appreciate all of you who did that, and all of you who watched on the replay. Oh yeah, can't get by without this one.
We made it though.
Yes, it's a fucking submarine crash, man. We fucking made it. It's those damn Russian porn bots, those sons of bees. All right, thanks to everybody. We'll be doing this thing next time. It's the same time, I should say, next week, God willing, and I'll figure out what the hell is Firefox's problem, because there's definitely a problem going on here. Oh yeah, thanks to everybody. So with that, we leave you with our closing. And until that time, folks, peace and love, and enjoy your comic books. See you next
13
week.
from Luca.
We love you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask that.